It's been 8 years since these two sides faced each other, and it's supposed to be worth the wait today as the number 1 seeded Delbarton Green Wave hosts the number 8 seeded Jefferson Falcons in the second round of the Morris County Tournament. I'm Ben DeVoe, joined in the booth by James Zupa. James, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Ben. Excited to watch my first Delbarton game this season. It's a beautiful day here in Morristown, and hopefully the weather stays better than last time.
Yeah, so James, both these teams, they're coming off blowout wins in the previous round. Delbarton winning 14-2 over Pequannock, and Jefferson winning 12-4 over Randolph. How can these dominant performances power each side today?
Well, two great teams here. It'll be a great matchup on both ends of the field. Excited to see how this plays out.
And in our coverage on Tuesday, Delbarton went into a rain delay midway through the third quarter, which ended up resulting in a Delbarton win as the game was called. On the other hand, Jefferson played a complete game against Randolph and still got the win. Do the circumstances in each side give an advantage to one side in your mind?
Yeah, well, Jefferson has played more time together as a team, but two strong opponents, and it'll be a great match.
All right, thanks, James. It's Green Wave and the Falcons coming up next.
Final Morris County tournament between the Jefferson Falcons and your Delbarton Green Wave. At this point, we please ask that you stand and join in our opening prayer. Father, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition with spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for our opponents. We ask you, Father, to bless each of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Please remain standing as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
We just completed the national anthem, and just to introduce James Zuba, class of 24 Delbarton alumni, just got back from college, was the starting Fogo for Northeastern this past season. But James, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And what's the breakdown on the Delbarton injuries for today's matchup?
So today there are 7 injured players. James Olson's out with a concussion. Chase Hauser's out with an Achilles injury. Sheridan and Bolger both have hamstring injuries. Colin Gavin has an ankle injury. Kip Rand's out with an ACL. And Bobby Coos has surgery on his wisdom teeth.
All right. And just looking at the past matchup, Delbarton, Gavin Romweber leading the scoring with 2 goals, and Folk with 4 assists and 6 points. And then it was Maddie Leopard with 5 goals for the Falcons as they win the faceoff to get things started. It's a ground ball, and it's going to be picked up by Johnson. He'll go the other way, pass to Folk. Pass in the middle, dropped by Pedicano, and picked up by the Falcons. It's Del Mastro. He'll pass up. There's a shot off the net.
Right off the back, a lot of back and forth play right here in transition.
It will remain Falcons ball. Reed with it, charging the net, now backs off. Pass in the front, good defense by Pallone. Reed going towards the front of the net again. Spin move on Popham. The shot too high, goes out of bounds.
Bo Popham has been a star of this defense, committed to Notre Dame next year.
Good defense by Pallone near the net. The Falcons forced to back out now. And they'll regroup. Reed passes back. And he'll get it back now. Coverage by Popham. Reed, a nice move. Pass a little low, miscommunication, but the Falcons still come up with the grounder. Pedicano in coverage. Woody hits the brakes. Now we'll go back behind the net. And we'll get a whistle. And we're going to have a timeout here. We'll step aside. Reed with it. His brother Jameson is in net for the Falcons. Kalen had 5 assists and 8 points, leading the team last game, and he scores to open the game for the Falcons. They take a 1-0 lead.
It's a great first 2-minute possession for the Jefferson.
Yeah, just patient, James, and a cash out. Not a lot you can do if you're Shimko right in front of the net. Reed, a pretty dynamic player, showed it in the previous matchup against Randolph. Yeah, but the last time these two teams played, James, was in 2016, where Delbarton got the 19-4 win in the first round of the Morris County Tournament. And now it's the second round of the Morris County Tournament all the way in 2025. Fighting for it. Trzynski kicks it back, and it's going to be Johnson coming out with it.
There's a great goose there to A.J. Johnson.
Testa will pass to Romweber. Now with it is Fodor. Ron Weber with it again, and he'll pass to Johnson. Johnson charging inside, pass a little bit off, and it'll go out of bounds. Falcon ball. Reed, cradling, and he'll pass. With it is Rich. The long stick. Will pass to Del Mastro.
Jefferson has maintained possession of the ball pretty much this entire quarter.
Yeah, it's strong, especially against the Delbarton team who's dynamic on offense. So being able to take away their offensive possessions will be big today. Reed, who will pass to Fox. And now Reed has it again. Reed guarded by Popham, cutting towards the net, now backs off behind it, looking for a pass in front, but he'll just handle it now. Here's Cruz. Fodor running with him. Good defense. Will force a pass out. Here's a shot. And it'll go in. Shimko had the block, but it finds its way into the net. And it's a 2-0 game with the Falcons on top.
This is a great start for the Falcons. They keep playing like this, things will go their way.
Jefferson goal, score by number 7, Matty Delbarton.
Goal by number 7, Matty Lippert.
So yeah, 2-0 start here for Jefferson. Minardo won the faceoff, but then loses it, and it's going to be Del Mastro picking it up, who's had a great season so far, winning 69% of his faceoffs for the Falcons.
You know, ground balls win games, and right now Jefferson's winning the ground balls.
Yep, and there's a nice save by Shimko. We'll get a whistle. I think it's going to be a crease violation, but nonetheless, Delbarton ball. And Dotro with it now. He'll pass to Pedicano, who can't handle it. And now Schobel will take it up for the guys in green. Schobel will pass to Ron Weber. And now behind the net, it's Testa. Folk with it now. Yeah, Hauser out. We're going to see Testa behind the net a lot more as Baldwin passes to Fodor. We saw that last game as well, James. Baldwin rips one and he scores. The lead cut to 1.
Jared Bottom committed to Lafayette's having an amazing season.
Yeah, so the Green Wave get on the board here. Definitely needed that. A quick possession, and it's successful as it's a 2-1 game now. Minardo and Del Mastro in for the faceoff. Fight for it on the grounder. And we're going to have a whistle. Minardo got shoved down, but then he goes and bodies Del Mastro, so it will be Falcon ball.
Both teams are really battling on these ground balls.
Here's Fitzsoms. Guarded by Johnson. And good pitch by Johnson. And he'll pick up the grounder as Fitzsimmons fell to the ground. Will Trafford with it. Ron Weber will pass to Fodor. A chance to make the game even once more. Delbarton on offense here. Fodor will backtrack, will reset, and will pass to Rodriguez. He'll pass to Ron Weber. And behind the net is Testa now. He can't handle the pass, but regroups and now passes to Folk. Rodriguez charging towards the net. He shoots, blocked up in front, picked up by Reed, and he'll go the other way. Gus Cummings trying to guard him. Reed all the way out of his net in Delbarton territory, and now he'll go back, and he'll pass to his brother, Kalen. So Delbarton unsuccessful on that offensive trip, and that one goes out of bounds. So Delbarton will get possession, a mistake by the Falcons.
Delbarton will need a long possession here to regroup and get back into things.
Petticano rips one too high. Tested behind the net. Delbarton keeps possession.
Great possession shot by Will Petticano.
Yeah, he was open. You know Testa's back there, and he scored 9 goals this season. He's been great all year for the Green Wave. Rodriguez hits the brakes, passes to Johnson and Flo. He'll shoot and score. So we're tied at 2 now. Delbarton gets 2 in a row.
Great top corner shot by AJ.
Now, James, if you're the Falcons, just conceded 2 goals, what are you looking to do on this offensive possession? Are you going to take it fast? Are you going to take it slow? What are you doing?
I would keep battling on ground balls, keep things fast in transition, since that's what's shown to work so far for them, and try to limit Delbarton on offense.
All right. Kane Quinault, the sophomore, in for the face-off. And we're going to have a false start. And Quinault picks it up. He'll pass to Ron Weber. Ron Weber working his way to his left. I don't know if he shot that, but it gets blocked up in front, and it's the Falcons with it now. Going the other way on the counterattack.
Pushing in transition.
And there they score, just like you said, James. Reed gets the assist, had 5 last game, and he gets 1 there.
Jefferson's been playing fast, and it's been successful for them so far.
Matty Leopard gets his 2nd today. And it's a 3-2 game with 4:59 to go in the first quarter. So some back and forth play to start the game. Obviously, a 1 versus 8 seeded game is definitely going to be competitive in the quarterfinal round. And it's going to be a ground ball. Oh, got a whistle. And I think it'll be Delbarton ball. Johnson will take it up.
Delbarton will really need to slow things down here and value the ball if they want to come back into this game.
That pass broken up. Folk on the ground. And we'll get I think that was a push, so it'll be Delbarton ball as Folk went to the turf. Schobel communicating. And now Fodor will come on. Charging the net. He shoots and scores an immediate impact for the sophomore. 3-3.
Yeah, Fodor, only a sophomore, has been huge for this Delbarton offense.
Brandon Fodor's 12th goal on the season. And it ties this one up. Trzynski in, and it's Del Masto for the Falcons. Trzynski wins the faceoff. He'll pass to Ron Weber. Nice spin move. He shoots just high. A nice move, though.
Another great possession shot.
Testa will pass to Folk. And now it's Testa again behind the net. Cutting towards the net. He shoots and scores. Delbarton takes the lead.
Huge wraparound goal for Asher Testa.
So I think that's 2 in a row for the Green Wave.
Nice little run going on here. hopefully they can keep it going.
Same matchup as last time, and it's going to be Trzynski winning the faceoff once more.
Another great rake and pickup by Trzynski.
Testa. Pass in front of the net. Pedicano scores! A great shot by the senior. He's going to Duke, and I mean, so talented across the field, whether it's defense or getting those wicked shots with the long stick. Just great for, just a great player.
That's his 10th goal in the season, man. Very impressive.
Yeah, so Delbarton going on a little run here, James. We're trailing, and now they're up 2. Minardo will take the face-off now.
If they can keep this momentum going, they'll finish the first quarter with a pretty decent lead.
Yeah, I think with winning these face-offs, James, it's really benefited the Green Wave, not only just getting possession, but on these when they win these face-offs, they seem more coordinated on their offensive possession. So I think every goal they've scored, it's been on a one face-off. So
yeah, it's definitely helped them keep possession and keep things going on offense.
Fodor will pass to Schobel. Schobel moving with momentum, hits the brakes, now passes back to Fodor. Fodor going left, passes Schobel. Shot, scores!
Alex Schobel scores his first goal of the game with a feed from Brandon Fodor.
That's Schobel's 15th goal of the season.
Minardo will remain in for the face-off against Del Masto. Masto had his way in the beginning of the game, but it's been more Green Wave so far, or more recently. We'll see if that will continue. And we'll get a false start.
Another win for Minardo, 61% on the season.
Yeah, and he's been great today so far. Ron Weber passes to Folk. He'll take some steps back, now passes to Ron Weber. Testa behind the net. Has Folk, he'll pass to him. And now Folk will pass. Johnson with it. Going right. Shoots. Saved. Reed with a nice one there. He'll take this one up. And now with it is Fitzsimmons.
Reed loves to take it out of the net and push it up in transition.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot today. I mean, at one point he was like 20 yards into Delbarton territory. Kalen Reed with it. He scored today. Guarded by Popham. Working his way around him. Now it's a nice move. He'll go behind the net. Now, yep, he'll stay behind the net. Thought about taking it up past again, but he'll rework one-on-one with Popham. Nice spin. Cutting towards the net. Shot too high. Good defense.
That might have been off the crossbar there.
Oh, really?
Might have, yeah. Unlucky for Jefferson.
Leopard. He scored 52 this year, leading the team. And a great year for the junior. He'll get it back. And now it's Reed. Reed, another goal scorer today. Guarded by Popham. Passes. Leopard. Leopard falls off the good check from Trafford. Trafford trying to get to the grounder. Pallone with it. Still loose. Donahue trying to get it. And Trafford comes out with it. Ron Weber looking for somebody to pass to down the middle. Nobody there. He'll stick with it. Spins, passes, a nice one to Folk. Now it's Johnson inside, and a nice save by Reed.
Wow, that was a great kick save off his foot.
Yeah, and great movement by Delbarton. That looked like a pretty imminent goal, but Reed had something to say about it, and now Jefferson has possession. Gomez picks up the deflected pass, and he'll take it up for the Green Wave.
With 15 seconds left here, they're going to do something quick.
Folk shoots, saved by Reed.
Five seconds.
See if they get a shot off here. They do, and Leopard scores with 1.1 to go in the first quarter.
It's a great momentum goal there for Jefferson.
And the hat trick is complete in the first quarter for Matty Leopard. So a hot start for the junior, and the lead is cut to 2. Leopard scored 5 goals in the last game against Randolph, which helped power the Falcons to a win on Tuesday. And he's got 3 today, so on pace for a high scoring game. Quinault in for the face-off. Don't think this one will matter much. And that will do it. So through 1, it's 6-4. 10 goals scored in the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter of action. We had a long first quarter and 10 goals were scored. We'll see if we get the same action in the second. Kane Quinault and Del Mastro are in for the face-off.
Yeah, but that was a very fast-paced first quarter. A lot of up and down transition. A lot of goals scored by both teams. Good win through the legs.
And it'll be Del Mastro picking it up. He'll pass. And off the grounder, it is Cruz.
I think that ground ball there was intended for AJ, but it didn't quite make it.
Eight on 8 here. Steven Cruz and Andrew Johnson. Cruz trying to get around him, cutting towards the net. Good poke by Johnson. Shimko picks it up, and it's a win for the 8 in green. Pedicano with it now. He'll pass to Dotro. Folk spins, passes behind the net to Testa. Testa looking for somebody in front, finds Pedicano. He shoots off the net. I do not know why that is a Falcon ball. It looked like a shot to me, but
Great Great chase by the goalie to get there.
But, yeah, it's going to be Falcon ball. Reed. Guarded by Popham. A familiar matchup. We've seen it all day.
Ooh.
Good hit by the stick. Popham boxing Reed out, and dominant defense from Bo Popham.
Disgusting D-twag.
That pass a little bit too far, but Folk's going to somehow get to it. The attacker all the way up. And it's going to be Dotro passing to Romweber now. Testa behind the net, trying to grip it. He does right before it went out of bounds. Now, Johnson right in front, just off the net. Good angle there by Rich to cut the shot off. And it's going to be Testa passing up to Schobel. Schobel finds Borden. Borden pass behind. Romweber passes to his right, and now it's going to be Schobel at the top. He finds Johnson to his right. 8-on-8 matchup once again. We'll see if Johnson goes 2-0, and he'll pass to Testa. Folk finds Schobel. Schobel, good dodge. Backs off, passes to Romweber, uses the screen from Borden.
It's a great fast-paced possession right now for the Green Wave.
Testa backs off. Passes. Folk right in front of it, and he scores!
Very nice inside roll by Folke.
Number 88, Peter Fall, with a nice inside goal.
Yes, so Delbarton gets that 3-goal lead back on a great possession for the Green Wave. And yeah, just a dominant pace from the Green Wave. You mentioned it a lot during that possession. But how can that benefit, I mean, both sides, but more specifically the Green Wave, because they just went on that attack.
Yeah, it was a great possession there. Possessions like that will win them this game. Tire the defense out.
That shot bounced too short. And it will be Jefferson ball.
Jefferson's going to need a long possession here. Give their defense some break.
Reed, guarded by Popham. That shot too high.
We've seen a lot of 1v1 play between Reed and Popham at X so far.
And we're going to get a timeout here by the Falcons, and we'll step aside. Coming out of the timeout here. Reed.
Lots of inside picks by Jefferson.
Yeah, maybe trying to make a play here. Great defense. And Leopard decides to back off. Good defense by Pallone. Now with it is Reed.
Another 1v1 from X between these two.
We'll see what the outcome is. Reed. Circling. Passes. Knocks it out. Popham knocks it out, and he'll pick it up and pass to Shimko. Defense looking sharper and sharper as the game has progressed, and Pedicano takes it up. Will he get his second goal of the game? And it's saved! Oh, what a save! I mean, the reaction time.
Again, Reed is taking it up across the midline.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. Now we'll back off. I mean, some confidence there. I mean, just going straight up the middle. Hasn't got decked yet. Reed will pass. With it is Cruz. He's guarded by Mahoney.
Falcons taking Mahoney to X.
Good move. Good defense right in front of the net. That ball will roll, and be picked up by Fox. Chased by Kovacek. Reed backs off, was close to the net. And now it's Del Masto. Or no, Reed has it back. And now it's Leopard. Had a hat trick in the first quarter. Guarded by Pallone. That shot saved by Shimko.
Delbarton has been great about hitting the break guy off of a defensive possession and moving it quick up the field.
Here's Testa. Ron Weber in front of the net. Drops it, picks it up. It's going to be the Falcons getting the turnover. That one's blocked by Pedicano. Will get dropped back. And taking it up is the Falcons.
Another very fast-paced transition quarter. Not as many goals, though.
Yeah, I think defenses on both sides have improved. Mahoney in coverage. That shot goes off, and it's going to be a Falcon ball. Leopard one-on-one with Pallone. Another matchup we've seen all day. Great defense.
Good double.
Almost knocked it loose.
Great double by the Green Wave.
Dotro picks it up, and now Pedicano has it. He'll pass to Folk. That shot, or pass too high for Testa. And it will be Falcon ball. Reed passes. Now it's post.
Good roll.
Now is Reed. Reed right in front of the net.
Dives into the crease.
Yeah,
No goal.
Shot was blocked in front too, so not worth it at either end. And now Dotro will pass to Johnson. Johnson passes to Folk, and Folk will send to Testa.
The Green Wave should really value the ball here and get a nice long offensive possession.
Yeah, I agree with that too. It's been a lot of fast-paced play, especially in the second quarter, James. And now looking at it, hasn't worked out for goal scoring too much. Switch it up and see what you can do.
Definitely.
Testa passes. Now it's Johnson. A good reach to catch that one. That pass too far. Yeah, so another turnover by the Green Wave. It's been 3 straight possessions of turnovers. And we'll see if the Falcons can maybe capitalize here on a possession. Rich.
Their pole's carrying it over.
The
Shot.
sophomore shot is too high.
Great possession shot by the Falcons.
Yep, Reed back there to keep possession. He's guarded by Popham. I don't even know if I'm going to have to say that anymore. He's guarded by Popham almost every play. Reed passes. Pallone is playing great today, and Kovacic comes in to pick up the grounder. Johnson.
Falcons really forced it inside there and did not go in their favor.
Testa sends it to Folk. Will send to Ron Weber.
Yeah, there's some rain coming down here. Hopefully the game isn't canceled like last time.
Yeah, it was a really nice day. But, yeah, we knew the rain would come at some point in the late afternoon, early evening. Schobel will pass to Johnson. Bolden. He shoots, saved. Reed's been on point ever since he let up that run of goals from the Green Wave. And now the Falcons. It's really going to come down to this offense, James, and how they can how they can score. And they do it right there. So now the lead is 2.
Pole goal. Don't see that often.
Makes the score Delbarton 7, Jefferson 5.
Yeah, so it was Aiden Fitzsimmons getting the goal, the senior defender. Yeah, we don't see too many of those goals as they cut the lead to 2, however.
Another win for Christian Trzynski. He's 60% on the season.
And he's been playing great today. As Mahoney passes to Ron Weber. We got a few brothers on this Falcons team. It's going to be Aiden and Logan Fitzsimmons. And we also got the Reed brothers who star the team in Kalen and Jameson. Oh, and you also can't forget about Keelan and Tristan Rich. So,
Big hit there by Petticano.
Yeah, that's what you want to see after conceding a goal. Big momentum for the Green Wave, but it will stay Falcon ball. Reed shot too high, felt a little forced.
Falcons keep possession. With 1:50 left in the quarter. See if they can do something here. You know, Ben, a goal here would be huge to finish the half.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think also if they can keep a long possession, take the last shot, whether it's this possession or the next one, I think it'd be huge. But, yeah, a goal, you got to take it however you're going to get it. Reed going to battle with Popham. And
Rips the stick and ball out.
Yeah, and he's been all over him. I think he's using that height advantage pretty strongly. And now a counterattack. Ron Weber. Will pass. Petticano. Shot. Saved. He's got 3 shots today. He's been he's open firing on Reed today.
Yeah, it was a crazy step down from 20 yards out.
We'll get a whistle. And with it is Shimko. Taking it a little bit far out of his crease. Dotro has it.
45 seconds left.
Ron Weber passes. Cummings passes to Johnson. Pass behind the net to Testa. Looking for somebody in front, but decides to go to his right. Now it's Cummings. Shot too high. 24.2 to go.
Another great possession shot by the Green Wave.
Testa. Falls down, still gets back up.
Escapes the double. With 10
Johnson
seconds left.
drops it, passes to Romweber. Got to go quick. Single digits. Shot saved. Reed will send this one down, and it will bounce high. And that will do it for the first half. The Green Wave lead the Falcons 7-5. We'll be back with the halftime report. Welcome to the halftime report. I'm Ben DeVoe with James Zupa in the booth. James, two teams in a 2-goal game. What do you think each side is talking about in their huddles?
So I'll start with Jefferson here. I think that their coach is probably pretty pleased with how the first half went. Probably telling them to keep pushing it in transition, keep taking the ball away from Delbarton and valuing it on offense, and keep battling on ground balls. And on the Delbarton side, Coach Jack's probably saying that they need to slow the game down, really value the possessions, keep fighting on the ground balls, and limit the transition because it's not really going there well and they're turning the ball over too much. So I'll ask you a question now. What do you think Delbarton can do to limit transition and limit the turnovers that they're giving up?
All right, so I think we're going to have to take it back to the first quarter. The fast play, the quick movement of the ball was working very well for each side. Second quarter, complete opposite. We had 2 goals the whole quarter with that same strategy. I think Delbarton needs to mix it up, and I think it'll benefit them with the turnovers and with scoring, because I think if you take it slow, you find the right passes, you wait for guys to get into the right positions to score, that's what's going to help. And I think with them being too maybe rattled up, they slow it down, they made the right passes. I think turnovers will be limited for the Green Wave. All right, we'll be back with the second half of action. Clouds clearing out here. We got a little bit of daylight shining in at midfield, and we just got the second half underway. A reoccurring theme in the first half we'll start the second half with is ground balls. But Delbarton gets this one, and they'll go on the attack. Testa. Or sorry, what were you going to say?
Great ground ball there by Will Petticoat on the faceoff.
Johnson passes to Folk. Testa's behind the net. He'll pass it to him. Ron Weber picks up the grounder. Taking it slow. Here's what we talked about at halftime. Schobel. Now it's Fodor. Nice dodge right. Hits the brakes, goes left now. Now he'll go back right and passes that way as well. Ron Weber with it. Uses the screen from Schobel. Now we'll pass to him. Ron Weber. Going left. Shot just high.
Nice sweep there by Ron Weber. Good take. Unfortunate miss.
Folk. Spins right. Loses it. And it's going to be picked up by the Falcons.
Here we go again with their goalie crossing it over the midfield.
I mean, yeah, he's taking it far. Reed Guarded by Popham.
Wow, looks like the refs missed a hold there. He was grabbing his stick and jersey a little bit.
Reed holding on to it.
Slow start to this possession.
Yeah, I think maybe both sides talking about the same things in the huddle. Taking it slow. Now Reed will go up. Getting past Popham, but Popham just right behind him to keep him from taking a shot. Now it's Cruz, guarded by Docho. And that pass just off the mark. It will pass. Ron Weber picks it up. Odd man rush for the Green Wave. 4-on-3. Pass right in front. Testa scores!
Good look by Ron Weber to Testa right there on the crease. Find an open shot.
Yeah, just as more reinforcements were coming in for the Falcons, just a bit late, Testa finds his way wide open in front of the net. That's his second goal today.
Very nice little play there by the Green Wave.
And following last week's win, Coach Kovacek said that he was going to try to get Frankie Zupa in the game today or maybe later on in the season. So if Delbarton can build a big enough lead, keep your eye out for that. We're going to have I don't know.
Push there by the Green Wave.
Yeah,
Falcon
Menard
ball.
loses one. That might be one of his first lose. I think that is his first loss today.
Very physical D by Bo Popham.
And
Good
he
takeaway
shakes
check.
the ball loose. And Delbarton comes out with it. Johnson going down the right side of the field.
Fast break for the Green Wave.
Ron Weber spins. Takes it back and he'll keep it slow. Testa to Folk. And with it now is Rodriguez. Cummings passes. Ron Weber passes to Johnson, who rips one. Goes out.
Great roll off the double team there to find Johnson wide open for a shot.
Testa. Going right, shoots, oh, just high.
Another great possession shot for Delbarton.
Testa. Right in front of the net, looking for the hat trick. Good save by Reed. It's up in the air, and the Falcons swoop onto it.
Falcons clear it.
Rich still has it.
Pull-on-pull matchup here. Petacano takes him down.
Good pass, good pickup by Mahoney.
2v1.
Fast man rush, Folk scores.
Great fast break goal there for the Delbarton.
A great start to the second half for the Green Wave. And Peter Folk gets his second goal of the day.
Really came out hot after halftime here.
Kane Quinol in for his first face-off of the second half. And he'll be going against Del Masto. I think Del Masto might be the only face-off guy that the Falcons have, or at least he's the only guy who's been playing today.
Kane Quinol, another photo, also having a great season, 62%.
Fight for the grounder. Falcon ball. Oh, no, sorry, Green Wave ball. Puppy has it. Probably wearing the number you wore your last year on the Green Wave, James, 18.
Yeah, great number.
Ron Weber will pass to Bawden. Bawden going left. Passes behind the net. Testa gathers, goes left, passes up top to Ron Weber, who sends it to Fodor. Brandon Fodor going right. Now a nice move. Passes to Bawden. Right in front of the net. Fuchs scores!
Wow. Disgusting
hat-trick.
shovel shot. Underhand.
Yeah, Delbarton all of a sudden has doubled the amount of goals of the Falcons. They're up 10-5.
If Delbarton keeps this run going, they could put him away early.
And you can just see the importance of halftime adjustments. And the Green Wave clearly got some in the huddle there. And they're working out here. Quinault and Del Masto in for the face-off. Quinault will win it.
Great win back to himself as he pushes it up the field.
Ron Weber. Passes to Testa. Testa will send to Johnson. Johnson going left, passes to Testa. Testa passes to Ron Weber. Ron Weber shoots, saved. I think that got deflected at some point along the range of the shot, and Testa will pick it up here for the Green Wave. Fodor has it. Passes to Schobel. Now it's Ron Weber. Ron Weber cradling, shooting, and scoring.
Another very nice sweep and score from Ron Weber.
His first goal of the game to make the score Delbarton 11, Jefferson 5.
So coming into this game, Peter Folk was trailing Gavin Ron Weber in the goal category for the Green Wave, and he was down 23-22. Now Folk up 25-24. There's going to be a timeout, and Will step aside.
Timeout called by the Falcons. Their coach probably recognized this 4-0 run in the first half of the third quarter and called a timeout to slow them down.
You know, James, Delbarton's done a great job in the face-offs recently, especially in the second half. What do you look to do when you're taking a face-off?
You know, so like ground balls are the goal of every face-off. You know, get the ball, get it to your offense. So I like to make it a ground ball by utilizing my counters, and then either like goose it to my wings or get my wings involved there to pick up the ball so we can push it to our offense, which Delbarton is doing a great job of doing right now.
All right, sounds good, James. Thanks for your intel.
Of course.
Trzynski in for the Green Wave. It's been a three-way split between Christian Trzynski, Phil Minardo, and Kane Quinault. One senior, one junior, and a sophomore. Ron Weber with it. Passes to Folk. Right inside is Donahue, and he scores. Great ball movement by the Green Wave.
LSM goal there. That's his third goal of the season.
Yeah, he had 2 goals last game. And, yeah, he keeps the 2-game streak here, or makes it a 2-game streak, as the Green Wave are up by 7.
They're keeping this run going. Great momentum for the Green Wave.
Trzynski gets pushed down, and they're going to call it. Delbarton gets the face-off win, and Trzynski will go the other way. Spins past Del Masto. Shoots. Saved by Reed. With it is Rich now, and he'll pass. Miscommunication. Luckily for the Falcons. Mort was there.
Another bobble.
Yeah, that's a consistent theme in the second half. We'll get a whistle. Mahoney went down, but I think we're going to have a timeout by the Green Wave. It'll be their ball when we're done with the 30-second break.
That was a great timeout there by the Green Wave. They recognized the loose ball and called a timeout to retain possession.
Yeah, Coach Kovacek's been on point all season. Cummings will pass to Chase Quinault, and now with it is Folk. Rodriguez off the pass, going right, shoots and scores.
Very
13-5, James. It's an 8-goal game.
Wow. .6-0 run this quarter. If they keep this momentum going, they'll put the Falcons away early.
Yeah, we're already starting to see some backups get in the game. See Brock Dandridge and Donahue across from each other. Chase Quinault on that last offensive possession.
And you know, Ben, it is senior night, so hopefully they can get everyone in.
Delbarton goes back on the attack. Quinault sends, and it's Ron Weber. Folk. Now it's Gomez. Gomez cradling. He'll pass the Plank.
Slowing things down as they sub through the midline.
Here's Ron Weber. Oh. Yeah,
down.
so he got hit in the face and then he got rocked. So we'll have a flag on the play.
Let's see what they can do here on the man up.
Group of starters coming on in for the Green Wave. James, things obviously clicking for the Green Wave. Jefferson, what do they need to do if they want to get back in this one?
Well, the Green Waves had possession of the ball on offense for most of this third quarter, so they're going to need to stop that if they want to turn things around. Then they're going to need to value the ball on offense and put some in the back of the net early.
All right. Steven Cruz heads to the penalty area. He will serve a minute unless Delbarton is able to score.
No look pass.
Schobel passes to Fodor. Baldwin right near the net, passes back out to Fodor. Now Schobel passes. Ron Weber, quick passes here by the Green Wave. Folk. Baldwin. Fodor. Nice dodge, getting inside. Passes out. Ron Weber rips one just off the net.
Good take, missed just wide.
25 seconds remain on the man advantage for the Green Wave. Baldwin has it. He'll pass. Fodor. Delbarton just got a great look. We'll see if they can replicate that here. Schobel. Fodor. Testa passes to Folk. Right inside. Baldwin scores!
Great fastball movement and good inside look there for the Green Wave.
Jared Baldwin's second goal of the game. And I don't know, if you're Jamison Reed, I'm yelling at if I'm Jamison Reed, I'm yelling at my defense.
7 goals this quarter and none for the Falcons.
I mean, yeah, you're running all over your crease, and nobody's backdoor to stop Baldwin. I don't even know if he had to shoot that. Probably could have tapped that in with his stick. Wide open net, Green Wave up 9.
Great face-off win for the Falcons.
Yeah, Del Masso will take it the other way. Reed shoots high. Finn McGuire starting to warm up on the sidelines for the Green Wave.
The Falcons are really going to need to convert here if they want to turn things around this game.
Reed. Guarded by Popham.
Good inside defense.
Yeah, and I mean, the star players been pretty shut down for the Jefferson, and it's been great defense. I mean, you got Pallone and Popham guarding Leopard and Reed. So just great all-around defense for the Green Wave as Folk scores 15-5.
There's a great low-to-high shot there by number 88, Peter Folk.
That's his 4th goal today. Now he leads the Delbarton scoring by 2. And Finn McGuire takes the net for the Green Wave here.
Senior committed at Catholic University. Very great goalie. See what he does here.
That shot pass intercepted. Going the other way is Fitzsimmons.
Ben, how do you think the Green Wave's depth has helped them so far in this game?
I mean, I think it's been tremendous. Like, even when they bring out their starters, their backups have been able to move the ball fluidly and generate offense. And especially on defense, you look at a guy like Tommy Kovacek, who just played great defense on that last possession, getting the ground ball for the Green Wave and resulting in a goal. Great poke by Popham. He knocks Reed down, so we'll have a whistle.
It's a great takeaway check, but unfortunate push in the back. Stay a Falcon ball.
Reed running a little gingerly, and I would be too. Popham's been knocking him around all day. as he continues to now. Oh my goodness, what a goal! Leopard behind the back action to the opposite top corner, and the lead is 9.
Absolutely disgusting behind the back goal there. Maybe that'll give Jefferson some hope here.
Yeah, Leopard has 4 goals today. Of the team's 6.
Still a lot of time left. Still got an entire fourth quarter. See if they can make a comeback.
Quinault wins the face-off. He'll go the other way. Slow things down.
Very clean rake and pickup by Quinault there.
Here's Kane's brother, Chase, the senior. Ron Weber.
40 seconds left.
Plank passes back to Ron Weber. Ron Weber will hold, now will pass. Picked up by Cummings.
20 seconds.
Gomez shot too high with 18.3 to go. Delbarton keeps possession.
From X.
Quinault passes too high. And it's going to be fighting. They're fighting for it. If Falcons can come out with this, if they can get a goal here, it'd be huge. They'll have to work quick, though. 6.4 seconds to go, and the clock starts. Cutting towards the net, shot intercepted. Donahue picks it up, and he'll send it down. So 15-6, Delbarton has a dominant third quarter, and we'll be back with the final quarter in regulation. It's 15-6, Green Wave lead.
Dominant third quarter for the Green Wave. They won that 8-1.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of break, the adjustments at halftime, we've seen this time and time again from Coach Kovacek. Significant and a significant effect.
I mean, that's why he's one of the best coaches in New Jersey, if not the best.
Going the other way, Del Masto.
Great save.
Yeah, McGuire didn't know where that one went, but it went right off of his stick. So it'll go out of bounds.
He robbed their Fogo of a goal there.
Cutting inside, shot bounces way too early. It'll go out of bounds.
Falcons keep possession.
Yeah, and you can keep seeing this. Reed is limping when he runs and when he walks. Yeah, Popham showed him some powerful and physical defense today.
He has a very physical matchup.
And I think the height difference is also something. Don't have the height on Kalen Reed, but definitely not as tall as Bo Popham.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to go against one of the best defensive players in New Jersey, if not the country.
Yeah. Here's a long pass. It's taken by Dandridge, and now it's Chase Quinault. Behind the net is Ben Migliaccio. Migliaccio will pass to Trzynski. And Meggs has it back again behind the net. McLean with it.
Keep working it around here.
Cummings.
Green Wave's definitely trying to slow the game down.
Almost all backups in for the Green Wave. Rodriguez dodges right. Passes to McLean. And behind the net is Migliaccio. Johnson sends to Cummings. Cummings shot off the net.
Bounce or jumper just misses wide.
McLean behind the net, going left. Passes. McLean had a goal last game. And that pass low. Johnson trying to get it, and he does.
Great recovery by Johnson there.
Oh, what a catch by Cummings, one-handed, and that pass too high. Quinault not able to. And Migliaccio tried to whack it back in. Some sloppy play by the Green Wave. And we'll see if Jefferson can take advantage of it.
Another pull-on-pull matchup here. See if they can take it away.
We'll have a whistle timeout by the Falcons, and we'll take a break.